Hi, I'm lost. Been to Aaron's how many times, and somehow I missed the turnoff, completely passed it, waiting for him to text me so that I can figure out where I'm going from here. Maybe I should just turn around and head back. I should be able to find it from that way. Incidentally, I'm picking up Aaron because I might need moral support at this place. If you've been with the channel for a while, you might remember Wilson's Creek and how that kind of got to me. Today we're doing another battlefield. And as life tends to be stressful enough, I don't want that same thing to happen during this video. So aside from the moral support, I don't think I'll really be delving into the story of things too much. Let's just call this a scouting mission today, and next time I go, then I'll get into things a bit more. There's a really cool bridge coming up. I think you guys are gonna like it. There it was. Glad I got it on film. Looks like they might be making a new one. We made it. We're at Pea Ridge National Battlefield today. And when they say battlefield, they really do mean a field. A lot of cannons out there. We're here at the Visitor Center right now. And this one is actually free to get in. That's pretty awesome. I think Wilson's Creek was $20, $30, something like that. Today's weather. Oh, we're gonna have rainbows and birds. I like that. The battle that saved Missouri for the Union. We're in Arkansas, by the way. I love this. It's just like the one at Wilson's Creek. But this one has a tree next to it. Actually, this one might even be kind of cooler because it has a screen playing behind it. Let me start it up here.
As they trudge east toward Elkhorn Tavern, a small force of Iowa and Missouri cavalry, only about 600 men, fire into the massive rebel formation. Fire! Late morning, outnumbered, a few Union regiments from Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio hold off the Confederate advance at Ogerson's Field. Mid-afternoon, Confederate Generals McCulloch and McIntosh are killed in the belt of trees south of Foster's farm. The Confederates on the Leetown side of the battlefield lose momentum as thousands of troops await new orders. Elkhorn Tavern taken. Evening. Missouri State Guard regiments drive the Federal defenders back from Elkhorn Tavern and Clements Field. At sunset, Confederates make their final charge at Clements Field. The Union line holds firm. After dark, the Confederates fall back to the crossroads near the tavern.
So that was day one, March 7th. This actually was a 2-day battle. And another name for it was the Battle of Elkhorn Tavern. Some swords over here. Ah, yeah, they do have another one. Let's see what happened on day 2.
bugles sound the charge. 10,000 Union men are visible in one place, stretching between Coxfield and Ruddocksfield. They charge in unison across the open fields. The Confederates give way. The Confederates retreat, escaping to the north, east, and west. Late in the evening, some reassemble at Van Winkle's mill. Famished men and horses eat everything in sight. Hundreds wander off in search of food and never return to the ranks. Most of Van Dorn's Confederates make their way back to their winter camps in the Boston Mountains.
And there we have it. Definitely recognize some of those names from Wilson's Creek. Like this one. And these three. All four of them were at Wilson's Creek. Whoa. I wasn't aware of this. I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, but if you want to pause this and read it, it's pretty interesting. I don't see it from here, but the Elkhorn Tavern should be out that way. You guys know what this is? I'll give you 5 seconds to guess. You got it yet? It's an ambulance. Some information about Missouri State Guard, if you guys want to read that. Really nice gift shop in here, too. This, for example, is very tempting. I think I am just going to stick with this today, though. We're about to drive down the road, and look at what they gave us. It's a code, and they have talks about all the different locations. I thought I'd share it with you, just in case anyone else wants to hear any of it. Ooh, spooky road, I like it. I have no idea what the speed limit is. I'm going 14, that should be slow enough. Oh, stop one already. We have been on the road about 5 seconds. What do we have here? And I forgot to mention this a while ago. This is kind of a 2-in-1 location, a battlefield, and we're on the Trail of Tears. Another reason I have backup. I am not going to let history get to me like it did last time. Not today. So taking this trail, we could go 60 miles to Woodhull's Depot or 720 miles to Fort Cass. You up for it?
Not today. Maybe some other time.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. The 720-mile route is a little bit overgrown by now. We'll walk a couple of feet toward Oklahoma, though, just to say that we've been on it. Pretty spooky looking over here. I think that's about as far as we'll go. Where'd you go? I made it all the way to Oklahoma and back.
Oh, I'm stopping and smelling the flowers.
Those February roses growing all over the place. No roses today. Here's some spiky leaves for you, though. Stop 2 is really close to the highway. I love the artwork on these signs. As you can see, the weather was a little different than it is today. Below freezing at 10:30 a.m., March 7th, 1862. That tends to happen every once in a while around here. We think we're in the clear, and then mid-late March, a huge snowstorm. It looks like there used to be a plaque here, and I bet it told about what was right out there. I am kind of curious. Is it a foundation? Was it a big fire pit? Maybe that's the entrance to the parallel world. It's stop 3 by now, and I had to point the camera across the road from it, just because look at how neat this place looks. At least 5 trees with holes in the bottom. Definitely a spooky woods. Here we are in Lee Town. Okay, so this was the hospital for this battle. Another nice looking trail going down this way. I bet they're so big because you're allowed horseback riding here. At least in some places. Okay, so 2 stores, a blacksmith shop, Masonic Hall, church, school, and several residences.
I hear noises.
Me too. I don't think it's Bigfoot.
Just imagine if we got him on camera. Normally I don't come out for people, but you guys seem so nice.
Right? That would be one heck of a video. Bigfoot, the Trail of Tears, and a historic battlefield. All in one. Stop number, what are we at, 4 by now? This is the battlefield at Lee's Town. Some cannons over here. A lot more back there. Now I do remember seeing something about this part. The soldiers were waiting for over an hour for more orders, not knowing that both of the generals had died. For some reason, I really liked that he wore a black velvet suit instead of a uniform. These really are pretty signs. I read on one of them back there that they were actually donated by Walmart. Oh, here we go. This exhibit provided in part through a generous donation from Walmart stores and Sam's Clubs. We're pretty close to Bentonville. That's where that whole mess was started. Walmart, Sam's, all that. Here we go. They had 6 different cannons in this one spot. Ooh, crap. Someone lost their cell phone. I wonder if I should take it back to the visitor center or just leave it and hope they come find it. What would you guys do? And we have a solution. There is a guy walking down the road though, so we're gonna wait a minute and see if it was his. Crisis averted. That was his phone. There he goes. And now we can read the sign. Oh, is this where this was said? I do remember this quote. Officers and men, you have it in your power to make or prevent another Bull Run affair. I want every man to stand his post. Oh, that poor horse. He looks terrified. I do like the view from stop 5 here. And this place is full of cannons. Some more spooky trees. Actually, a whole forest of spooky trees. Nice little overlook area here for stop 6. This one's called Pea Ridge West. This is cool. Go that way, it's 4 miles to Pea Ridge. Go that way, it's 11 miles to Bentonville. 10 miles to Rogers. I haven't been there in a while. And here's something my speed. Geology time. This speaks the truth. Ages ago, this was a plateau. Erosion. Soft ground. That's why we have all those caves around here. The technical term is called karst. Karst. That's the type of landscape it is. I could not even imagine doing that march this time of year. 60 miles marching through the Boston Mountains. 60 miles. When I tried to hike in the snow a couple of weeks ago, I only made it a couple hundred feet. Oh, the clouds are kind of pretty back there. Stop 7, Pea Ridge East, and I found my mushrooms for today. I also really like that outcropping of rocks back there. This is the coolest looking overlook. Oh, wow. More really pretty rocks. This is another one of those sites that the camera does not do justice. Haven't even looked down to the field yet. I'm too concentrated on the rocks. Here we go. Oh, this is cool. Shows a layout of where things are from here. Foster's Farm out that way. Oberson's Cornfield and Morgan's Woods. Leestown over that way that we were just walking around in. You know, from here, the rocks look actually taller than 30 feet. I would have said 50. And I would have been wrong. And that field that we're looking at right now was the final battle, it says. The fiery finale. And there's the rocks from this side of the pavilion. We're now at stop 8. This is the part that I've been looking forward to. The Elkhorn Tavern. Nice little walkway getting up to it. Oh, there it is. I like that random rock there. So that one is older. It was raised just 25 years after the fight by Confederate veterans. And the other obelisk was built a little bit later. I'm walking up closer to the tavern. Oh, I see why it was called the Elkhorn. I'll show you guys a better view when I get up closer. And there's another cannon down there. There we go. Now you guys can see why it's called the Elkhorn. Is it just me, though, or is that the creepiest thing ever? Here's the Elkhorn Tavern from the back. Antlers and everything. Oh, there's 3 cannons down that way. There's a better shot of the tavern itself. Here we have a little bit more information about Sterling Price. He was the one that commanded the Missouri State Guard at Pea Ridge. And also here. Wait a second, did I just say Pea Ridge? We're at Pea Ridge. I meant Wilson's Creek. He was at both. I haven't seen a signature on any of this artwork, but shout out to whoever painted these. I mean, look at that expression. Very good artwork. Something I wish more places had. This is cool, a tornado safe room. Here we have stop 9. This was where the final battle on the first day of the event took place. Right at sunset. Some more cannons over there. And right down there looks like the final stop, stop 10. I almost missed a sign. That one's talking about how they lined up for the fighting on the second day. You can see the one line of guns here, and the other one back that way. Cannons, I mean. When they had this portion of the battle, it could be heard all the way up to Springfield. Yes, I'm talking about the Missouri Springfield, which is, I would say, about 4 hours away from here, give or take a little bit. At stop 10 now, final stop. There's the visitor center right there. This was about a 6-mile loop in total. The last couple of signs here. There's that line of cannons from the side. I can see in this line no less than 15. You can't really count them all because they go over the hill there. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but way up there, that's that observation deck that we were at. And one more sign. 2 hours that battle went on, you guys. And I think that's going to do it for this one. I did manage not to cry, but I also don't really feel like I told you very much, so I might want to get home, rewatch everything, look up everything a little bit more, and narrate a little bit of the history over this. We'll see. Either way, glad you guys came along, and I hope to see you next week, wherever we may go. Karst, that's the type of landscape it is.